Alright, hello everyone. This is my review of the Nemosine fountain pens. Whatchamacall, Nemosine Singularity. This is a voiceover, guys, in case you were wondering. I was not happy with the audio I recorded, and therefore I did that. And there I tap on the desk. It is glass, and I'm sorry if you can see stuff on the bottom and are distracted by it. But as you can see here, we have a German fine nib installed by SS, I believe. His initials or her initials. Stupid. Precision nib made in Germany, pen body made in Taiwan, inspected and packaged in the USA. Meaning that they assemble the pen and package it here in the US, and then they send it to you, which is pretty cool. Besides, then we have some Morse code. That's nice, isn't it? Isn't it always nice? Yeah. So anyways, I was saying I wasn't happy with the quality, and the comes with 6 standard international cartridges. Pretty cool. And in my case they were blue because the pen is blue. So yeah, anyone that writes YouTube, that does YouTube, knows what I'm talking about. It's bad. When you don't like the audio, you'll do a voiceover. If you don't like the video or the audio, you discard the video. So yeah, this for something that has never been seen on YouTube before, at least this model of the pen. Now I know here I paused for a while because I was looking for paper where I had written with one of the cartridges. But yeah, I could not find one, which kind of makes me upset. And I'm not just gonna re-record, so I couldn't find one, and now I show you the pen. There it is. It's by my desk. It's by my desk. Come on, pull it out. There it is. Now I can see here, because I'm watching the video, that the video doesn't really do it justice. It's a very nice marbled finish. I'll try and post us pictures at the end. Yep, because it's a very nice marbled finish and really isn't doing it justice. Here doesn't actually focus very well, but you can kind of see there nemosine laser engraved, and then there's a scuff because I fell and it kind of scraped against the floor. It's the clip. It's very nice. It won't focus. There we go. It's a very nice clip. Sturdy. Holds it in your pocket, but it's not overly tight, so it is usable. Now here I note it is a very fairly, I don't know, nice feeling pen and nice looking. The barrel. This is the nib. I thought I was unscrewing the barrel. I'm stupid. This is the nib. It doesn't focus for some reason because my camera's ghetto. But as you can see, there is some scroll work on the nib, and it won't focus. Once again, I'll try and upload some stills of this at the end. And you know what? I may talk through them too, because I'm doing a voiceover, so who cares? But yeah, that's this portion. And once again, I'm trying to get it to focus. It does not focus. Now, it is a fairly light pen. It's not the heaviest pen out there, I can tell you. Here I just have some inked up, and yeah, I have the pen in my hand right now. I can tell you it is not very heavy. It's not particularly heavy, and here I note which ink I am using, which is Schaefer Script Black ink. Fairly well behaved ink. I like it a lot. Not much feather in unless you're using a crap paper. I'm not gonna twist the converter because it's gonna the ink's gonna come out. But yeah, not a screw-in type converter, just a standard push-in type converter. Nothing special. Haven't inked up. And just to let you know, guys, when I do the disassembly of the pen, I'm gonna spill ink all over the place. Yep. So yeah, I tapped the bottle multiple times, saying that when I do it, I'm gonna put it back in the bottle. So yeah, I'm gonna spill ink all over the place. Now the inside of the barrel, come on bro, lift the camera. That's right. Off the tripod, off the tripod. Ah, it's free. That's my ghetto tripod. It's pretty ghetto. That's my ghetto room. And my backpack kind of laying on the ground there. That bag is a bag of plushies that I don't use anymore. As you can see the marbling much better in this image. And it is a sealed barrel, so this could be used as an eyedropper conversion, especially because that metal ring that you can see is only on the outside, as you may be able to tell. It is only on the outside and not on the inside of the barrel, so therefore there would be no rusting if you were to convert it to an eyedropper. So I think it would be interesting. I may try it. I don't know. I'll definitely try with water first, though. I don't want to permanently damage my pen. So anyways, now is going to be for the writing sample. And just to give you an idea how it preforms. I just said preforms, not performs. That's right. You heard that? There's a reflection of my mattress there on the black portion of my desk. Because I have this under a bunk bed. Nothing is true, everything is permitted. Assassin's Creed quote. And flick that paper off that notebook, boy. And you may be able to notice a little tiny spot blur somewhere. You might have been. That's because my sister decided to scratch my lens for no fucking stupid reason. That's a birthmark, if you're wondering. And now I write the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. And that writing is possibly illegible because I'm writing at a weird angle to my tripod and I can't really write that way. So at this point I move the notebook. And yeah, because I can't. Oh, and by the way, the desk is adjustable. That goldish thing is an adjusting arm. Very nice desk, by the way. It is the Futura Craft Station if you're interested. Do a full review later. That should give you an idea of the writing sample. Yes, I know I'm getting writing sample. That should give you an idea of what it is. And here I have the wetness of the pen, which I just scribbled a patch of ink and stood my finger right over it. Now this ink is not particularly wet or particularly dry, so I can say it's a pretty good pen. It's not the driest, it's not there you go, see some line variation. I try to zoom in here. So yeah, anyways, it's not too dark, it's not too wet or too dry. For me it's just right. I like it. And it is a very smooth pen. There you can denote the line variation. Yeah. Now here is a test to see if the feed will keep up. Now, as you can tell, or you might not be able to, but there was no skipping. Yeah, you can't tell whether there was skipping or not, but there was no skipping. Now here I'm shaking it to encourage ink back into the feed, because it is definitely not as saturated as the writing, due to the fact that I just pretty much drained the feed with that fucking scribbling. Sorry for cursing there. But yeah. And this is the pen. Very nice. How much is left? Okay, pretty 10 minutes. That's cool. But yeah, it is a very smooth pen for the price. I like it a lot. And the nib is it's fairly decent sized. Well, fairly decent sized, fairly large. I mean, I've never seen a pen at this price range with such a large nib that is such smooth. Now this is a syringe. You can get these at Goulet Pens. Now that is not a Goulet pen syringe. My aunt is a nurse, and I bought a syringe off her. So yeah, I bought it for $1, a lot cheaper than Goulet pens, but I recommend them. Really are useful, and here I will show you a demonstration later of the feed saturation method in case you're interested. Now here is the full disassembly of the pen. Now I have unscrewed the barrel, and the barrel is right there. Now I twist the ink out of the converter and not fully, but get as much ink as I can out of that converter with the syringe. And there is the near empty converter. It's not 100% empty, but it's almost. And then it rolls off to my desk, to my laptop, and I'm looking for it later in the video. So you grab it, index and thumb, squeeze gently, and just pull. It's just friction fit. The nib and the feed will come out just fine. That's it for that. And now we have inky fingers. So you can tell the feed still has ink in it, and the nib is there. That's the section that I just showed you. I'm gonna cap my ink now because I don't want to spill it all over the place. Here is the cap of the pen, and the clip is removable. That is right. The clip is removable, something that I haven't noticed with many pens. And you would think it's fixed in place, but in reality you just have to twist. Now here I was having a hard time because my hands are sweaty. Really sweaty. Because I just come back from running and I decided to do a review. Anyway, see, metal bushing in that plastic threads. Then we just simply grab it, kind of wiggle it out, not really unscrew it, and you saw the other bushing fall out. There you go. See? And it has a notch cut out in it. Here, let me show you. See that notch? I can see that notch, so you can see that notch. That notch goes right on that metal piece. So that notch goes towards the clip on that metal piece. There you go. Then you just put that. And now, of course, I'm not going to because I want to show you the pen clipless so you get an idea of what it looks like. I personally prefer keeping the clip on the pen, but it is your personal preference. I just think it adds looks to the pen. It just looks better, even if you don't use it. And as you can see, perfect. You just put that bushing back in. You note you will still be able to see a gap, but only if you look close. Now, if you do not put that bushing there, you will have a gap. And it looks horrible. So yeah. Oh, and if they're a little stuck together, the clip and that bushing, just kind of pull them slightly apart and it'll come out. Don't worry about that much. And there I am looking for the converter because I'm retarded and I didn't realize it rolled. But there's the converter. That is the full disassembly of the pen. Now, you can disassemble the converter, but I am not going to because I don't want to. It can screw it up, and I don't want to do that. Yes, the converter does come with a pen. I forgot to mention that. You simply align your nib and feed, pretty much. And there is a cutout that you can't see in the video, but there is a cutout in the section. Oh, you may be able to see that. See, you saw there, flat portion. Flat portion is the feed. Rounded portion, there is a special cut so the nib goes in. I don't know why. And then as you can see, the feed was off center. Try and show you that it's off center. So all you do here is you push the nib to the side and push it all the way in. Of course, no ink. And now we just put the converter back on. And I will show you the feed saturation method. Now, at attempting to show you the feed saturation method, I spill ink everywhere. Now, of course, I'm gonna halfway and say it. That's the pen. And now I'm going to attempt to show you the feed saturation method, which I do successfully do. However, I keep spilling ink all over the place. Oh, and by the way, if you were wondering, wait, no, you can't be wondering, that's a 5-star notebook. You saw it at the beginning. Yeah. Anyways, this feed saturation method, you take your syringe, and I hit the camera, because I'm stupid. Good thing it has image stabilizer. See that blur at the very edge of the notebook, at the top right corner of the notebook? See that small blur that just got covered up by my hand? That's a scratch on the screen. See, I retarded and put too much ink on it. Actually, I put it in the wrong place, and then I try to suck it up, and I managed to do so, but not all of it. There we go. I have some ink in there. And then you twist the converter after you've saturated the feed. As you can see, it draws the ink in there. So you resaturate the feed, and as you can see, I spill it again. And then you twist the converter. Other way, bro. There you go. Twist it. Saturate the feed again. And I spill ink, a lot more ink this time. This time it's on my finger, so you can't tell. And I try to squeeze out the last bit of ink I can. There's none left. And there you see, fingerprint time. Yeah. Anyways, that's the feed saturation method. Of course, you would do this until your converter was completely filled. Once again, I try and put out some ink, even though there is none. So yeah, that converter is 3/4 of the way filled, and that's the feed saturation method. My fingers are still inky-ish, but not very inky, because I did exercise a lot today. Like I said, I just came back from a run, and I've been doing parkour, and that kind of gets the ink off your fingers. Even the water doesn't really. Now here I'm gonna put as you can see, that metal bushing again, that in the plastic threads, then that metal nut, which I don't know why, but it's that way. But yeah, and then my mom interrupts me here. Also, another reason why I don't do stuff. I mean, keep the audio, sorry. I kind of went stupid mode there. It's another reason why I don't keep the audio, because my mom walked in. Ah, man. Moving the mic now. And then I, of course, adjust it. Now, I went to close the door there. That's why I was gone for a second. And now we do this. We tighten it. And our pen writes again. Very nicely writes. Oh, one thing, make sure you guys rinse your syringes after you're done using them. So yeah, overall my opinion is that it is a very smooth writer. I like it a lot. It's a great pen. Students, you should really consider this pen. It works marvelously. And if you perhaps get it stolen, it was only $15 out of your pocket. In comparison, if you buy like a diamond, like $5.80 or $5 something, that's gonna be a bit more expensive to replace. Anyways, I'm gonna take some stills. I'll be right back with you guys, and I will talk to you about the pen some more with the still photographs uploaded. I do realize this video is 20 minutes long. So far, it's 1919, but I don't really mind. So I'll be right back after I take some still photographs. So I am back, and as you can see here, this is a close-up of the nib. Now you aren't really able to see all in detail what's going on here, but you can clearly tell the N, which indicates nemosine. You can see the scroll work I was talking about. You can kind of see the made in Germany. You can't really see the fine. So anyways, next pick. Now here you can see in much more detail what I'm talking about. You can see the scroll work very well, the nib much more detail. You can clearly see, well, not really clearly see the made in Germany, but it says it there under the F of fine, which is laser engraved and the rest is etched. And I suppose it would make sense to do so because, well, if you make all the nibs previously, like if you etch everything and then bend the nibs and cut them and then you do the thingamajig, you can just pass them through laser and engraves. Oh, this is fine nib, this is medium nib, this is broad nib, double broad, extra fine. This is, okay, next pick, and this is a look at the feed and the bottom of the nib. Well, not really, but just the feed, and you can see the fins clearly and part of the section here as well. It's very, very nice. And here you can clearly see the section and the bottom of the feed that has an 8 on it. I don't know why. And some of the marbling. So yeah, that's pretty cool. You can see the silver ring is pretty reflective. The threads that you can see there don't look sharp at all, do they? They don't, and they aren't. And as you can see, the flare in the section is also very nice. I really like it. Here we have just the marble, which is not shown in very much detail, but it's just a general body of the pen. Now this is the next pick, and here is the cap of the pen along with the nib. You can't really tell much marbling happened there. Yeah. Here, just kind of both of them together and a little bit on my phone to the side because, well, my phone was on my desk when I took the stills. Now, this is an overexposed image. Now, the reason I included this image is because you can tell much more of the marbling. I purposely made this overexposed for that reason, so you could tell the fact that the marbling is indeed there and is not just dark. Now here this is less overexposed, but once again I still made it overexposed, so you can clearly tell the fact that there is marbling there. It's just not that visible. Now here this is an underexposed shot. I don't know why I took that. Now here's something that looks a little bit closer to how it actually looks like in real life, but it doesn't really look. It looks very similar to that, but not much. Now here, yep, once again it looks so similar. Oh, so similar. It's just a darker blue. Imagine them just a tiny bit darker. I might put a Photoshop picture at the very end, making it look as close as possible to, well, the actual pen. Now here, once again, this is the fully capped pen being stabilized by my phone because my desk is currently at an angle, and I was too lazy to pull it all the way up and push it down because you have to do that in order to get lower, so I didn't feel like doing that. So it's being propped up by my phone, and here is a picture of just the nemosine laser engraving that I talked about in the video and showed you in clear detail. And that is pretty much it, guys, because I mean, it's all I can really say is that. And if you guys are interested in the desk, it is the Futura Craft Station, just from Studio Designs. It is the model number, I can't quite remember. Let me look it up on Google real quick. Oh, and by the way, yes, the microphone is attached to the desk. That's why you could hear my typing. If you can hear it. I don't know if you can hear it though. But yeah, it's by Studio Designs. Just look up Studio Designs, Photograph Station. It'll come up. It's $178 is what I paid for it. And yeah, I mean, you're not really gonna pay that much for this desk. And don't be misguided by the pictures that say the drawers are on the left and the thing is on the right. I will show you later in my review of the desk that you don't have to put them as the instructions say. They are ambidextrous, meaning that you can put your pencil tray, which I am moving right now, on the left, which is what I currently have, and the pencil drawers on the right. And I prefer this setup because I am right-handed. I believe a left-handed person designed this desk and the manual, but overall my personal preference is how I have it set up. But yeah, you can probably hear people laughing in the background. If you can, I will try and like diminish that as much as I can. But anyways, yeah, my door's open right now, that's why you could probably hear it. But yeah, anyways guys, I guess that's going to be it. I'm probably going to post a picture here, as I said that, because I'm still looking at the nemosine laser engraving thing. But I'm probably just going to post a picture or a few pictures of the desk itself, since I'm talking about it now. And for now, I'm not going to go into too much detail of it. I will be doing a full in-depth review. I just got this desk. It's a great desk so far. I've had it for about a week, and I love it. So yeah, I'm gonna use it for about a month or two, and then I'll give you guys a report on how it's going and a full-on review. So yeah, anyways guys, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for your time, because if you actually got this far in the video, congratulations. Well, anyways, thank you guys for watching. Please rate, comment, or possibly even subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Now, if you got this far in the video, comment biscuit in the comments. Alright? Anyways guys, take care.